posted that video from Utah that was discussing how courts are taking children, and that when there's complaints of abuse and fathers retaliate with parental alienation, mothers are lose custody.
That's how this match is going.
Shani Hunter and her son Trey
It's horrible so far.
are concerned Utah courts are playing games with kids' safety.
Feeling like your kids are being put in a bad situation and there's nothing that you can do about it.
That bad situation, Shani says, is unsupervised time with their dad, despite Utah's child welfare agency finding he physically abused one child and endangered another. And despite criminal charges, he pleaded down.
The parents' rights seem to be more important than a child's safety.
Wanting
And those are from statistics. Now, that statistic is even worse if there's concerns raised of sexual abuse. You're almost guaranteed to lose custody of your children, and those claims are only believed, I think it was 1 out of 51 times.
study funded by the U.S. Department of Justice analyzed 10 years of family court cases, finding when mothers claim abuse and the fathers claim alienation, the moms are twice as likely to lose custody.
So, and there's some like people out there, and it reminds me of, no, I'm not trying to go into like Black Lives Matter, but when that argument started happening and people were like, all lives matter, like I understood that in the sense that, yes, Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter, right? The thing that wasn't understood to me at the time is that at that time, why that saying was happening is because all lives weren't being called into question. There were things happening within the Black community that were seemingly not matter, and that is why the statement was there. So when somebody came out and said all lives matter, this isn't about that. So if you're just tuning in, hang with me for a second. It was kind of like diminishing the point of Black Lives Matter, because it wasn't like white people were just being shot at in the way that was happening at that moment in time. So in that same sense, when we're discussing how mothers are losing custody of children for abuse and parental alienation being done as this junk science, and then when people come on and go, well, yes, but parental alienation does happen, and yes, but some people do claim fake abuse. Like, we're not discussing that and calling that into question. That is not the issue at hand, and that is why it was reminiscent to me, and I wasn't educated on that at the time. I was one that could understand the statement of